Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for the next installment of Chellington Valley. I'm down at the shop after just a few hours sleep. Not much, let me tell you. But it's enough to keep me going. I'll keep going. No worries whatsoever. But I brought the tractor down today. It's in rough shape. It does need some work, but I've got a job I need to get done this morning now. I have limited my jobs for today. I'm not doing a lot of work for folks because I've got a new place of my own and I have yet to spend any real time there, and well, let's just say it's a bit of a fixer-upper. So I'm going to be focusing today on getting that place cleaned up. That's going to be my goal for today, but I do need to get in at least one job because, well, the hospital bills are still piling up. Let me tell you. And they will continue to pile up until I get it paid off. But it's a big bill, so it's not like it's going away overnight. However, I will say that with all that work I did yesterday, and man did I work hard yesterday. Oh, lordy. That was a very long day, but you know what? It worked out. It worked in my favor ultimately, because I did manage to pay $15,000 on that hospital bill. So I've got it down to $275. And I keep saying dollars and just tripping over what I'm doing here. Pounds. Quid. I paid off 15,000 quid on the hospital bill. So at least the interest won't be killing me quite as bad. But it's still out there. I'm still going to need to keep working at least one job a day in order to make sure that I don't just completely get buried by that interest on the debt. So that's what I've done for now, or at least what I'm doing for now is I'm going to get down here to the shop now. You probably noticed I picked up something to handle pallets with. I picked up a pallet of now you probably noticed I picked up something to handle pallets with. I picked up a pallet of liquid fertilizer because that's my job for this morning. And of course these guys never have their own product. That's why I was at the shop this morning to take care of buying the liquid fertilizer. That was really my sole purpose for going down there. Although I do need to get my truck and that tractor into the shop at some point because they both need some work. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. What's important at this point is that I've got a little bit of new gear that's going to help me along. And somewhere down here should be some equipment for some fertilizing. But yeah, I mean, really, what I need to focus on right now is getting my own place set up. That's really my goal for today. Get it at least cleaned up a little bit. Come on, we just want to swing around here a little bit. There we go. Well, let's see if those ramps will pop down when I run over them. Oh, there they go. Yep, this trailer's old and maybe a little bit hinky. There we go. Looks like we might just have the run of the estate today. Isn't that intriguing? This tractor actually does a pretty good job. Not bad at all. I'm gonna shut it down so I don't waste a bunch of fuel that I don't really have. So where am I at today? Well, today I am at Field 73, planning to fertilize this guy's field. Hopefully it won't take too long. Keep your fingers crossed on that one. We never know exactly how that's going to sort itself out. One thing I can tell you is I am going to need more equipment than I have to get my place cleaned up the way, at least the way I want it to be. I think there's some real potential there. Now granted, when I bought it, I knew it was a bit of a fixer-upper. More than a bit, I'll be honest. But hey, the price was right, and that's what was important. And I will just never get used to these short wheelbase tractors. Now, this is a pretty good sized field. I'm sure I've got enough fertilizer though. Surely I do. And so while I am working on this field, so I'm going to need to do some checking around and just see what I can get and where I can get it from. The shop will have most of what I need, I'm sure of it. I just hope that they have it in prices that I can afford because, well, frankly, I can't afford very much. That's the truth of it at the moment. I'm doing okay. I'm actually doing okay for myself in this difficult economy. And based on where I started from, I can't complain. As I just keep saying, I can't complain, and yet I keep talking about it. But that's what we do, right? We just talk about it. But yeah, in order to get my place cleaned up the way I want it to be cleaned up, I'm going to have to spend some money today. There's no getting around it. You know, I'm almost tempted to just keep this fertilizer, but I'm not going to. I want the money back, actually. I very much prefer the money back, so I'm going to load up my tractor, head back over to the shop, see what I can round up for equipment, maybe get some repairs done here. Or on my stuff, I should say. And we'll check back in over there. What you think? Yeah, well, I collected on that contract. Needless to say, that was going to be important. Came down to the shop, had them do some work. I've got the truck all fixed up. I've got the tractor fixed up. Everything is good to go. And I picked up a couple other items while I was down here. Now, they do sell used equipment from time to time. I realized I was going to need something to do some spreading with, so I picked up, oh, well, this isn't used. This is a brand new fertilizer and lime spreader. That's going to help me out along the way, getting my little place up and running. And this was a trade-in, and it's a mower, which should work nicely with my farm-all tractor. Now, as we will discover later on, I should say, and I'm going to have to come back down and pick these things up because I don't have room for them at the moment. I also picked up some lime. I picked up 10 bags of seed. And while those guys were working on the truck and the tractor, I started calling around. And, well, let's just say I was able to find some good deals around the valley. Like I said, you know, if you're in a place like this, there's going to be... Oh, that tractor's loud. There's going to be plenty of people that have old bits and bobs lying around that you could take advantage of for a reasonable price. And we'll get to those in just a little bit. I've got a couple different places I need to go to pick that stuff up, but for now I want to get back up to my place and get to work, because I think there's some potential there to be very, very nice indeed. I'm just going to toss these seed. Probably should have just done this, thrown this in the back of the truck to begin with. That'll be the best place for them. That way they're not getting lost in translation anywhere. If they go in. There we go. Just get them out of the way here. And I really just want to get this equipment out of the way, because I've got, well, big plans, big changes coming to my homestead, my home, my farm. It's not a farm yet because I don't have any farmland per se, but that should be pretty close to being on the agenda, I would hope. Let's back everything out of here. Sort of. Okay. It's a fixer-upper, but it's time to get to work. right. That is much nicer. Much nicer indeed. Look at that. All that old junk is out of here. I do need to do some cleaning up around here because, well, mowing is definitely going to be in order to knock out all these old shrubs and everything. But I have a plan for that. I've got a pretty good plan for that, actually. Mowing is part of it. Definitely part of it because I want all these old bushes and crap gone. They're nasty. I don't mind the shrubs along the edges. Those are pretty nice, actually. But I did end up having to fill in up here. It costs a little bit. Costs a little bit to get this squared away, but on the whole, I think it turned out pretty good. Walking back through, this actually almost looks like a respectable farmyard now. Keep your fingers crossed that that's actually the case. Got rid of this old building back here. I saw some rubble. I'm not sure what I can do about that, if anything. But, yeah. Yeah, we are good to go. Outstanding. Loving it. Much nicer place to live and work. But, when I get this tractor back in the yard, I have a couple other fish to fry at the moment. If you will. Because I've got to go pick up more equipment. Well, here we are. The first person I contacted, they had another tractor. Another tractor for sale. Whew. Boy, that's rough. That's really rough. But they also had a plow that they no longer needed, and that's going to be important. Definitely going to need that. Let's see what this thing will even do. Come on, baby. Well, it sounds rough. It looks rough. But they assured me that it was a strong tractor. In fact, what they said was, and I quote exactly, that they had done some personal work on this tractor themselves, and for a tractor its size, it would outpull just about anything. It's been beefed up, let's say. And while I've got a respectable tractor at the moment, I hope this will go up those ramps. It's going to be awfully tight, isn't it? I mean, the tractor will go. It's the plow that I'm concerned about at the moment. I just have to make sure I keep it on the straight and narrow. So far, so good. Keep your fingers crossed. No, I'm blowing it. I'm blowing it. Oh, I hosed it right at the end. Maybe if I can just get a good straight back here. I think they may have been pulling my leg. Oh, there it goes. I'm not going to push my luck. It's on. That's what really matters. Woo! Okay. Here's hoping it stays on and I can get it back to the farm. Ooh, keep your fingers crossed. Well, the getting it back wasn't so bad. It wasn't bad at all. Nope. And I am off to pick up more stuff. Maybe, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. Well, this little wagon was dirt cheap, but I don't have room to get it back with me right now. I did, however, also bought from this farm a nice little cedar. This should do quite nicely. This is not the optimal way to to load this on the trailer, but it'll work for now. It'll get it back to the farm. Oh, running around. I think I'm just going to gather everything up, get it back up to the farm, and then we will check in then. Okay, this should be the last of it. Keep your fingers crossed. At least for today, and whew, I've blown through some cash, but it was much needed. Now, I just came from the shop where I picked up, well, another thing. I'm going to need these forks. They're going to be very helpful today. I put new tires on this tractor. I felt like it really needed them. You saw how it was slipping back there, so that was another 1,000 pounds. But it's time to get to work, more work. I've done a pretty good job so far, but there's a lot more I want to get accomplished today. A lot more I want to get accomplished. I'm trying to sort out just exactly how I want to go about this. I think I know. I think I've got a good idea. So what I really want to do is just get the lawn sorted out. That's kind of my big goal for the moment. And my intention is pretty much to plow all of this out and then reseed it. But I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve as well, because I've got these big trees down here, and I think I want to leave this one right at the end, but there's some good room down here that I could utilize. And not only that, I could make a little bit of money off these trees. So first thing I think I want to do, really, is cut these two big suckers down. I'll leave that one there. But this one's going to go. Oh, I see what's happened here. They've crisscrossed each other, and so they're tripping me up. There we go. And all these bloody shrubs, which are also going to be going the way of the dodo today, let me tell you. Okay, that's a start anyway. Now I wondered just what this little tractor can handle. Can it handle a full tree? We're about to find out. I mean, they're not massive trees or anything, so maybe. Oh, I see. I'm just a bit too much into the ground. That should be better. Oh, look at that. I don't even have it well captured, and it's doing okay. Which will be nice because I have a plan here. I always have a plan. You can count on the fact that I have a plan. But for the moment, I just want to get these up out of the way. Oh yeah, this little farm mall is going to rock. Now, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I cannot get rid of this tree. I'm breaking character for a moment. It's a map issue. It's not a cuttable tree, which is a bit of a bummer, but hey, I'll just work around it. Fail. Come on. There we go. That's better. And yeah, this little tractor's tough, man. This thing is gonna rock. And I don't want to hit my house, so I better lift this up out of the way a little bit. Can we get over everything? Yes, yes we can. Okay. Outstanding. But we're not done yet. Oh no, not done yet at all. Because I want my little trailer. Now the nice thing about this little trailer right here, I'll tell you. The nice thing about it is it can be converted. So right now I can use it to haul logs, but I could convert it into something else. I can make it so that it will haul just about anything I want. I can turn it into a grain tender if I want. I can, you know, what I really want right now is this thing out of the way. Come on, truck, let's go. It can be converted to haul bales. It can pretty much do a little bit of everything, so First thing I want is to shut this loud tractor down. And I want to see what I can cut and get on this trailer without too much trouble. Probably about there. And that should be pick-upable. It should be pick-upable. Yeah, that's just about the right length. So I'm going to use that to determine where to cut the rest of this tree. Yep, that's about right. Close enough. Actually, that's so short. I'm not even gonna mess with it. It'll overhang a little bit. That's okay. Mother pus bucket. There. Wow, that was way harder than it needed to be. I'm getting stuck on everything. Good God, Harv. Good enough. Toss these bad boys right up in here. Man, what's going on? This tree is, this is a lightweight tree. Yep, that'll do. That's a really lightweight tree. That's craziness. Maybe I didn't need a... Nope. Okay. That's that. See if I can get these two bad boys together, maybe. What are the odds? What are the odds? I'd say not very good, actually. And I would be correct. Oh well, I'll do one at a time. It's not like I have a whole fleet of them. Although I am trying very hard to wreck my house. Like flipping a pancake. Oh, you stopped that. That's better. Alright, off to the sawmill. And the verdict is 1,200 pounds. Not bad. I'll take it. I will take it. It kind of puts me up on the day at least. Assuming I can get back out of here. Oh, I gotta get out of here. That sound is about to drive me nuts. And that sawmill is loud. I'll tell you what though, this side of the valley. Now I guess based on where my my land is, I am a resident of Carlton. Chellington is a lovely little village, I have to tell you. And little is the operative word. It is not a large place whatsoever. In fact, we're going to take a look at it here in just a second. Not too far from it, but there is an absolutely stunning river crossing heading into Chellington right down here. Absolutely stunning. And see that? Wow. Absolutely amazing. Run right over this big bridge. My goodness. That is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. And then we come right into the village of Chellington itself. Lovely little town. Lovely little village, I should say. Just very, very small, but it's got everything you could want. So, you know, unless I'm doing a particular job, I don't really need to head into Chellington or into Chellington whatsoever. Well, things are progressing quite nicely, I would say. That's going to take care of the new lawn. Front and side yards. At least that's what I'm calling them, the front yard, the side yard. And man, I've got all this equipment scattered all over creation. I'm going to have to sort it out. Now, I don't know how much you were paying attention here, but man, that little lime spreader was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It doesn't hold much, but man, does it ever work. And this little cedar, this thing's a piece of junk and I'm getting rid of it. It's caused me nothing but headaches. I was struggling with it the whole time. So I'll have to find a new solution. You know, a little small place like this, I figured, you know, something like that could do the trick, but I think it's well past its time. Although it did get the job done finally. Although I do have a spot here I need to touch up. But yeah, I think the place is looking a whole lot better. Now I'm going to grab the mower and mow around the roadside here just to clean up some of these bushes, I think. But on the whole, I think this farm is really starting to shape up. I wish there was something I could do about this, but there isn't. At least not for the moment. Maybe in the future, we'll see. But I think that's going to do it for this episode of Chellington Valley. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Plenty more Chellington Valley to come. I do appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.